Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today, we've got another college basketball slate for you guys. I've got 4 plays for today. And before we get into today's video, before we get into the recap of yesterday, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can follow us on our social medias at BetsEarl on Twitter and at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. Those will be in the description below. And as always, leave a comment in the comment section below, letting me know your favorite college basketball play for today. All right, let's go into our recap real quick. We went 3-2 yesterday, starting off pretty well. Had a little skid there in Texas, but other than that, we had a pretty decent day. Notre Dame came in plus 6.5. They won it straight up as a 6.5 point dog by 4 points against Duke. I also cashed the plus 235 on that one. I ended up betting half a unit on that. I cashed that. Penn State plus 2.5. Almost cashed the money line there. I also had the money line there at plus 125, but they barely cashed that plus 2.5. Texas minus 14.5. They were leading at 16, 18 points at one point in that game, and then blew that lead and only won by 3. Texas Tech, I don't think really they were in it for most of the game, and then they were nowhere near covering. They never came close to covering in that game. They lost by 11 points to West Virginia, and then Iowa State. They were leading at one point, and then they lost that game by 3 points. Still cashed the plus 6.5. Did not cash the plus 235. I think it was 230 on that game. So no big deal. We went 3-2 yesterday, 224, 207, and 5. We're 52% now in college basketball in the season, so we are definitely improving there. But let's get into today's slate. Maybe we can get 3 to 4 winners out of this one. Starting with a 5 o'clock game, and this is probably going to be my biggest play of the day. We've got Furman taking on UNC Greensboro in a battle in the Southern Conference. UNCG is 13-6, 8-3 in Southern Conference play, coming off of a loss versus Furman 2 days ago. Furman coming in 12-6, 6-3 in Southern Conference play, coming off of a win against Greensboro 2 days ago. And I think this is a huge spot for revenge for the Spartans of Greensboro here. We're going to go with them on the pick'em line. I absolutely love this line. My model has them winning by 8 points, so we're getting 8 points of value on the slate. This is my best bet on the slate. So give me UNC Greensboro on the pick'em line minus 115 against Furman today. Next, we have Tulane taking Tulsa, 7.5 point spread, minus 365 for Tulsa, plus 295 for Tulane. Tulane coming in 7-7, 2-7 in American Conference play, coming off back-to-back losses versus Wichita State and Cincy. Tulsa coming in 9-8, 6-6 in American play, coming off back-to-back losses versus SMU and UCF. And this is one where I'm going to be looking at the dog here. Both these teams have been struggling, so I'm not going to really trust Tulsa to win by a margin. We're going to take Tulane plus 7.5. My model has this as Tulsa winning by half a point. So we may look at a half a unit bet, maybe a quarter unit bet on that plus 295. But for this video, we're looking at Tulane plus 7.5 versus Tulsa. Our third play of the night is an 8 o'clock game here, as we have, here we are. It's back down to 6.5. It was up at 7 earlier, but we still like this play. We have Southern Illinois taking on Missouri State in a battle in the Missouri Valley Conference. 6.5 point spread, minus 290 for Missouri State, plus 245 for Southern Illinois. Southern Illinois coming in 9-7, 3-7 in Missouri Valley Conference play. They're coming off of a win versus Bradley. Missouri State coming in 11-5, 7-5 in conference play, coming on back-to-back wins versus Illinois State. And looking at this, I think these teams are very balanced. So does my model. My model has this as basically a coin toss at with Missouri State winning by half of a point. So we're going to be going with Southern Illinois here plus 6.5. Get that 6 points of value and potentially look at that plus 245 and maybe throwing a quarter unit on a parlay between the plus 245 and the plus 295 of Tulane. But we're looking at Southern Illinois plus 6.5 versus Missouri State. And finally, we have the biggest margin of biggest spread of the night, and we're going to be looking to bet it too. We have San Jose State versus San Diego State in a battle in the Mountain West. It is a monstrous 29.5 point spread. San Jose State coming in 5-12, 3-10 in the Mountain West. San Diego State coming in 14-4, 8-3 in the Mountain West Conference as well, or 8-3 in the Mountain West Conference. San Jose State coming off of a loss versus San Diego State. I believe they lost by 31 points in that game. And then they're coming off of a 3-game win streak, but it's the teams like New Mexico and Air Force, the only teams below San Jose State right now in that conference, which this conference is rather top heavy. San Diego State on the ESPN actually gave them a 99.5% chance to win this game. But they're coming in on a 5-game winning streak. They beat San Jose State yesterday. Then they had back-to-back wins versus Wyoming and back-to-back wins versus Air Force. So they're coming in on a 5-game winning streak. And we're going to be going with them today. I know it's a lot of points, but I think they're going to absolutely dominate this game, win it by 30 plus. So is my model with San Jose State winning this by 36.5 points. So give me San Diego State minus the 29.5. All right, we're going to quickly go over our plays for today, and then we're going to head on out for this video. We have UNC Greensboro at Pick'em minus 115. We have Tulane plus 7.5 versus Tulsa. We have Southern Illinois plus 6.5 versus Missouri State. And then we have San Diego State minus 29.5 versus San Jose State. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below and give this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Sorry that I'm adding this in right this moment. I forgot to do it. So let me just put these in so you guys know where our plays are for those who skip to the end of the videos. There we go. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at All Sports Bets. As you can tell, we have a wide range of sports that we do content for. So let's try to make some money together. And that is going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Let's make some money and cash some tickets in college basketball tonight. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.